welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Oh Hell Yeah. I'm Eddie Della, Siepe.
Oh, and I'm Brent Flyberg.
We're here, we're peers.
Get used to it.
We're here at beautiful Spider House Rule Studios. And before we get into the episode, do this podcast a favor. Subscribe to the podcast here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave a comment, leave a review. It helps the show grow. Also, quick announcement. Toronto, December 20th, 9 p.m. at Comedy Bar. I'll be in my hometown. It's going to be Eddie and friends. Going to have some great guests on the show as well. The link to that is in the description of this episode. And January 30th, me, good old Brenty here, the Burger Prince, the Chicken Wing King, the Clean Cut Slob, the Goodwill Mannequin.
There we go.
Will be
Don't forget Cavernous Belly Button Boy.
Cavernous Belly Button Boy. God, it's such a deep little belly button.
Yeah, it really is.
Summer's my time to really take a look at that little belly button. I don't know. I should cut that out. We're going to be in Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler, to be specific, at the Mic Drop in Arizona. One show. Check that out.
One night only.
One night only. Not because we wanted it. That's what they said we can have.
That's all they would legally allow us
to have.
We're not allowed to stay in the state of Arizona for more than one day at a time.
But if the show sells out, we'll come back. And they'll give us another night.
That's right.
So there you go.
So come on, buy some tickets.
So you are wearing a beautiful sweater.
Thank you.
You look snug.
I do. I feel snug.
You look snug.
It's sweater weather, my dude.
It is sweater weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look snug.
Yeah, this is an old sweater I got on Depop. I'm getting a lot of my clothes on Depop these days. And this one's, I got really obsessed with wool for a minute there.
You got upset for the wool?
Obsessed with wool. I had to have some wool garments. Wool?
Really?
What a fabric.
Wool.
It breathes, but it's warm.
Itchy.
It can be a little itchy. It doesn't bother me too much.
Okay.
The only thing about wool, you can't get it wet.
It's like a gremlin.
It's like a gremlin.
Really?
Yeah, it'll start. One of the
boiled
gremlins.
wool you can get wet. Do you know you can boiled wool is a thing? That's what they make peacoats out of for the Navy.
They boil the wool? That's got to stink to high heaven because I had a wool hat that I got wet and it fucking reeks.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So the Navy, the American Navy, they have peacoats, which I love. I love a peacoat. And
I poop in mine too, though.
You what? Oh, yeah.
I stole that from my roommate. That was an old bit he would do. He said, I just bought a new peacoat, but I don't know what to call it because I poop in it too. I always thought that was funny.
Pee on me coat. So peacoats, what they do in the Navy, they have, it's called, they boil it so I guess it becomes seized or whatever, and it repels water.
Huh.
That's why I have a wool coat. And So if people don't know me on the podcast, I really know how to roast a guy. I don't know if I can. I don't like roasts in general, but I like making fun of a guy. I can really pinpoint what a guy is. I like to peg a man. Okay,
that's why we call him the CBP, the cold-blooded pegger.
And you show me a man, I'll peg him right away.
Peg him.
All right, I'll be like, "Ba-da-da-ba." I'm on top of that. Pegged him on top. What am I going to peg you with this sweater?
What do I look like, Eddie?
You look like, I peg you as the type of guy that with this sweater specifically, this sweater is very Ralph Lauren, polo, American, kind of like winter. You look like you have a St. Bernard.
Oh, I wish.
But the city thinks you shouldn't. Like, I don't think you're feeding it right.
I stole it from the adoption place because my application was rejected.
There you go. You look like you have a stolen St. Bernard. There. I love it when a guy helps me peg a guy.
That guy sounds cool.
I love when a guy helps me peg himself.
Yeah, you love that. That's your favorite.
That's what I can do. What's up with you? What's going on? What's new with you? What's happening?
Dude, it's been a jam-packed week.
Tis?
It was, yeah.
Please.
Since we last recorded, I mean, Thanksgiving happened. I saw Gladiator 2. I ran a 10K. That might be the end of the list.
Okay,
but,
good. Two of those I would love to do. One, no. I'm not really a 10K running guy. I like running for my problems.
Sure. And in a way, that's what all running is. Because do I have stuff I should be doing when I'm out running a 10K? Yeah, absolutely. I got stuff I got to edit. I got emails I haven't responded to. But instead, I'm baked out of my freaking gourd running through the woods.
Oh, wow. You know what helps me run a 10K or helps me run any kind of long distance run? I like to run for my problems, and I like to run as if behind me is my father's love chasing me.
Chasing you?
Yeah. I'm like,
You don't want it?
no, I do want it. Oh, wait.
Well, shouldn't you be chasing?
Yeah, no, I'm chasing my father's love. Yeah, my dad's father's love's in head of me.
Like you're on the dog track and it's the rabbit on the... Okay.
So that's what helps me. I got that mixed up.
Yeah.
It's I'm running towards my father's love. Which reminds me, come to a show. I could really use the love
We
and
could really
admiration.
use the validation.
Oh, my God. Truly, whenever I do a show, I'm looking out the audience just hoping that you guys all accept me like a parent should have. My dad's never seen me perform, or my mom has never seen me perform.
Neither ever?
Never asked.
Never asked. Wow.
Yeah. Have your mom seen you perform?
Yeah, my parents
What'd
have
she
seen
say
me.
after the show?
Which time?
Wow.
There was one time when she said chlamydia, because I have a joke about getting chlamydia a couple times.
Really?
And then she was like, "Just kidding, I don't want to know."
Oh, wow. You got a cool mom.
Yeah, I got a cool mom. Shout out to my cool mom.
Damn it.
What up, Tanya?
I don't think if I said to my mom said to me chlamydia, I'd be like, oh, well, what have you read? Oh, is there some sort of like something you read in my room?
Am I canceled?
So let's backtrack here. So you won the 10K.
Did the 10K.
Can you just?
I think I finished 5th.
What?
Yeah.
Was everyone?
It's like a loosely organized, like there's no
like
like
a turkey
official
trot? Was that what it
yeah,
is?
a turkey trot. Yeah.
So what does that mean? Is just pre-Thanksgiving? That's what it is?
Yeah, it's just on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were all on Rohypnol and just.
No, you have to carry a 10-pound turkey for the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for them. And then you just bowl it. You bowl it past the finish line.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta whip it.
I've never run 10K. Closest I've ever run is maybe like 8 or something. What's your time?
I did it about 46 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
You're in good shape, huh?
Yeah.
Do you? But I don't. You don't really try to train. Do you train?
I work out a lot.
You.
I work out a lot.
Why haven't we worked out together?
I don't know.
You've never asked.
I guess I've got my spots, I go
Oh man.
once or twice a week. I'm going to Encino to this gym where they kick my ass, and then
Oh man.
I just found a new spot near my apartment. The guy kicks my ass.
We should work out here. I'll jack up the heat to like 102.
Honestly, that sounds great.
Yeah, and we'll
sweat it out.
Sweat it out. Get fucking naked.
So we just slide off of each other.
Just
what?
a bunch of gladiators working out.
I do work out naked, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. The way God intended. Yeah, not that I don't take it insulting on that I don't think you'll work out, but just you never really, because in my mind I picture like chicken wings.
Yeah.
A lot of Coke Zeros.
Yeah.
Burgers, Taco Bell late at night.
Yeah.
But I never. But you're not big, so it makes sense. Now
Yeah.
it all makes sense.
Yeah, they say you
even
can't,
it out.
They say you can't outrun a bad diet. I'm here to tell you, you kind of
can. I guess, how do you cross that? I guess you could run to the Taco Bell. If you ran to a Taco Bell, I guess it would even out, right?
Sure, give or take. Yeah.
How many calories do you
Don't
burn
run
on,
home though.
How many calories do you burn on a run?
It depends on the run and how hard you're going, but like on a run I'm doing, somewhere between 600 and 1,000 calories.
Wow. You can eat complete garbage before that.
And I do.
Fuck.
You know I do, my man.
Oh, man. No wonder. It's all making sense. Like, you should just be some sort of like...
Honestly, I should be shredded. If I could get my diet like
Oh, yeah.
dialed in, I would be pretty shredded.
The only thing getting in the way between you and like being shredded is MSG and fucking...
Sugar. Mostly sugar, honestly. I had a lot of pie this week.
Honestly, you can't let up. Or
No.
you'll be a lardo.
No, it's honestly a problem if I get an injury or something. It's like it's a real problem for me. When I tore my ACL, I could probably gain 40 pounds.
40 pounds?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I've ever torn anything.
You ever pulled a muscle?
I pulled a muscle.
What does that feel like? I don't think I've ever pulled a muscle.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever pulled a muscle.
Wow. Nothing?
Not that I know of.
Wow.
Tore an ACL, tore a ligament in my elbow, but I don't think I've ever pulled a muscle.
Huh. Interesting. I don't think any man in America can say that. You will. You will eventually.
Lord willing.
Have I pulled my... I mean, I don't really push it that hard. I have pulled my back
Okay.
before. One
Pulled
time,
my pud.
pulled my meat. One time, I went to go work out with our good friend Jeff Plitt.
Shout out to Jeff Plitt.
Jeff Plitt gets our daily shout out on this episode. You don't know Jeff, give him a follow. He's the kind of guy that's really good with numbers. Not with people, but no, I love Jeffrey. We went to go work out one time, and he's into powerlifting and stuff like that. And we went to a gym, and we just went to a rack to lift.
Yeah.
Like to do squats.
Yeah.
I didn't do any warm up.
You didn't warm up at all?
And he just was like, let's put on some extra plates here. Let's go. I think you could do this many. We put a bunch of plates on there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I'm just such a sucker. I was like, all right. Went down, never came back up.
Oh, God. That's scary on a squat.
And then I was like walking as a first workout.
Yeah.
Like, boom, let's just try. Boom. And then I was just like, I don't think I can do this. And I was just kind of hobbling around. Dude, I could not walk for a week.
That sucks.
I could not walk for a week.
Were you doing a straight up squat, like a free back
Yeah,
squat?
just like boom, just like, yeah. Like
But you came back up? Or you had to, you
I
had to
just
get help?
barely, because it was the safety bars. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did Jeff do like, just rep it out? Just do like 20?
Well, we're trying to like stretch it out, whatever. Dude, I foam roll that thing for like weeks. I had like icy hot on there. Finally, after like maybe a week and a half, I was okay.
What was it, your quads?
Lower back.
Lower back. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Lower back.
Lower back.
And you can't, being a little, like, I'm not a little guy, but like 5'7" with a bad back, that's a big guy injury.
No, you got to be able to do a backflip.
Yeah. Little guy injuries are like, I sprained my little fingers ripping through chips or something. I was like, I pulled my arms trying to climb onto this table or whatever the small guy injuries are. But I used to love running.
Yeah.
I used to love running at night. When you run at night, do you wear like a
reflective gear or anything?
Yeah.
No. One time when I was in 7th grade, I asked my parents for an orange hoodie so that I could rollerblade at night, and instead of the orange hoodie, they got me like a hunting vest, like a Dayglow orange hunting vest.
Really?
And they were like, "You can wear this when you go out." And I was like, "Do you have any idea what you're trying to do to me?" I'm gonna get my ass. I'm already on rollerblades.
I know.
You're gonna get my ass.
You're just
beat.
a moving target for bullies at that point. Imagine
I'm
that.
highly visible. I'm glowing in the dark.
Early 2000s, guy on rollerblades glowing in the dark. Probably listening to Wu-Tang. What are you listening to?
7th grade, maybe Jurassic 5.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say Jurassic Park.
Just listening to the Jurassic Park theme song.
Oh my God. God.
Just skateboarders throwing rocks at me.
What do they call? What did they used to call them back then?
Fruit booters.
Fruit booters. Oh my God. The early 2000s. You saw a guy on rollerblades. What's up, fruit booter?
Yeah,
What's up?
I caught a few of those out of passing car windows.
And you're just like, it's an efficient way to get from point A to point B.
As long as I don't have to go anywhere with shoes later.
The workout is quite great for your lower half. Give it a shot.
Honestly, you'd have such nice quads.
You ever been punched out by wrist guards? Oh man. Bro, I used to love rollerblading.
You skating?
I
You
used to
skating around
love
the neighborhood?
rollerblading, man. I used to love it.
Were you trying to do tricks?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to grind and stuff. I never really figured it out, but I was trying.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? Rollerbladers, and all due respect, any bladers out there, you guys, it really is the more death-defying of the two. Because you can bail out of a skateboard.
You can always bail out of a skateboard, and that was what we told ourselves as guys who rode rollerblades. Was they're actually the wussies because I'm stuck in these things.
Right, but in snowboarding though, still great.
Yeah,
skiing, okay.
Sure.
Rollerblade.
Not a big fan of either myself.
Rollerblading with ski poles,
That
really bad.
well, you need those. You need them to defend yourself because people are going to try and fight you.
Just like poking bullies.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
It's a great workout. You ever remember rollerblades with the long ones?
Oh yeah.
Those guys are a different breed.
Yeah. They're still, look, I think they're still out there.
Speed skate rollerbladers?
I used to live near Green Lake, which is kind of like Silver Lake Reservoir over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
There's it's like a little lake that has a path around it, but it's paved, and there would be guys on long rollerblades just fucking going, dude.
Yeah. Oh man. So you did the turkey trot.
Did the turkey trot.
Came in fifth.
Came in fifth, I think. I don't know.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I made corn casserole.
Corn casserole.
Yeah, it's a Paula Deen recipe. There's a whole stick of butter.
You know how much corn is going to be in your poop with corn casserole? Isn't it weird?
Is that a concern for you?
It is.
Not again.
I get offended when corn is in my poop.
Offended.
Because I'm like, oh, what? You're too good to be digested? Who are you?
Wow, you went all the way through my body and didn't let me have one little nutrient. You got to hold on. That's pretty greedy of you, corn.
Oh, you're just keeping it all to yourself, you yellow bastard. Is that racist?
Yeah, be careful with that one.
Oh, man.
You white bastard.
You white bastard. Peas don't show up in my poop, but corn does.
I pee when I poop, but there's no peas in my poop.
Corn is the only thing that sticks around.
Keep you poo-poo heavy episode already.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a natural bodily function. It's a weird category on the hub.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I guess I haven't noticed any. I'm also not closely watching my stools these days.
Speaking of poop, I was just thinking about this. There's two women out there that literally walk this earth, knowing that they're the two girls, one cup, and no one knows who they are.
I know this is I'm assuming they're dead. I don't know why. I'm just assuming that they've died.
No, you think they're dead?
I don't know why, but when you said that, I thought there's no way those women are still alive.
Those women are.
I'm sorry, but they died of an opiate overdose years ago.
You know what?
I'm not saying that's good, or I wish that they deserve it. That's my premonition.
I'm a toilet half full kind of guy. And I think those girls, that sparked an interest in filmmaking and pushing the boundaries of our mediums.
I'd love to believe that this is true and they're producers for A24.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine if they were in a position at that point in their lives that they needed money bad enough to do that. I can't imagine that things got better for them after that.
I think they hit the rock bottom of the bowl and said, you know what? I'm joining my local church.
Yeah, I guess that's my other possible outcome is they went hard Christian.
Yeah.
And have 7 or 8 kids now, and hopefully they're doing okay.
Do you think that if they are alive,
yeah,
there should be we should find them. There should be a documentary.
Hey, if you this is a really good idea.
Yeah, we should find them.
We should tracking down 2 girls, 1 cup, 1 investigation.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Who are
they? And then what are they up to now? Do they want to talk? I guess that's the one thing is if they want privacy, I do think we should give it to them. But if they're willing to talk, God, I'd love.
Imagine we came out with a documentary about finding the 2 girls, 1 cup people. And then you actually...
Or an investigative podcast.
And we actually track them down. You knock on the door, and this woman opens the door, and she's just got like an apron on that says, "Kiss the chef." And she's like, "You found me." Honey, I'm just going to work on that casserole. Just give me a second.
I always knew this day would come.
Run away. Get away. That's my past life. And I'm just holding up a cup. It's like, I swear to God, run. Like, okay, why? Who are they?
Who are they? Who are they? Hey, if you know who they are, send them our way.
I imagine one of them just embraced it completely.
That would honestly, they should sell merch.
What do you mean?
Like they should be like, yeah, that was us. Buy
Sign
our
my cup.
Decorative cups.
Sign my cup.
Buy this T-shirt.
Just a cup with like a little bit of brown on there.
Yeah, I watched 2 girls, 1 cup, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know who they are, but they're out there, and if they're walking the earth and not, this guy thinks they're dead.
Sorry, I do think they're dead. I hope they're not. I hope they're doing great. I think they're dead.
I think they're living a great life. Those 2.
Now, to be honest, I never saw the video.
What?
Yeah, great source of pride for me. I managed to avoid it.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it. Someone described it to me, and I thought I'll never watch that.
what?
And no one tricked me into it.
Someone described it, and then I went out and seeked it.
Of course you did.
I was like, what? Show me. I don't believe it.
My prayers have been answered.
Are you sure? I just described the most horrific thing you could possibly think of on video. Like, well, I need to see it.
I already found it.
Oh, man. You know, when I saw it, I looked at it like, first of all, I remember seeing it as a young man.
For a lot of people, this is the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah, it's my Zapruder film.
I know where I was.
My Zapruder film, I was like, back into the cup. Back into the cup. I remember distinctly seeing it. Mm-hmm. And that moment opened my eyes to like, oh my God, what is going on with the internet? What's out there?
Yeah. What else? Yeah, if this is there, what else is there?
That's one of the most horrific things I've ever seen. Now, the most horrific thing I've ever seen was like someone actually being killed on like some sort of like Reddit kind of thing. I was like, bro, deep, like one of the gross things I've seen in my life. I don't want to describe it, but
no, please don't.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
It's a thread called Dare Look. X has all these threads like, don't open this thread in public. You ever seen these?
No, I'm not on X anymore. Yeah. Is it like people dying or
no? It's that. Yeah, they have those ones.
Yeah,
people get punched out, people dying, car wrecks, a lot of pornography.
Sure.
Don't open this in public. Here's a thread for you to be alone with. And I'm like, all right, Elon, this is what you bought?
Yeah, you sick fuck.
I'm on Blue Sky. You on Blue Sky?
I'm on Blue Sky.
I'll follow you on Blue Sky.
Follow me on Blue Sky. Someone pointed out that like not everybody's got on Blue Sky yet. Mm-hmm. So yesterday I tried to think of like a company's Blue Sky I could take before they did. Mm-hmm. Most of the ones I tried had already been taken. Nabisco, they've already got a Blue Sky. JD Vance already has a Blue Sky. But the Pierre Auto Group, which is a series of auto dealerships in the Seattle area, they don't have a Blue Sky. So I snatched that.
Why would you do? This just ruin small businesses.
I mean, small business. This is like there's like 10 dealerships.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping that
I'm cool with that.
I'm hoping that at some point they hit me up and they're like, "We'll give you $200," and I'll say that's fine.
No, X is just this big cesspool of like negative. It's basically the wild, wild west of like the internet. It's truly like lawless.
Yeah,
it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, sometimes I'll go on there to be like, "Oh, did you hear about this video of this?" I'm like, find it on X, you know. But for the most part, I try to stay away from there. I don't really post much on there. Speaking of lawless, our good friend Hunter Biden just got pardoned.
He did.
By his dad.
He did.
If you can't pardon your son,
what are you the president for?
I know. Yeah, he smokes crack and he's doing 150 miles per hour between LA and Vegas with a bunch of prostitutes.
And he did something with a laptop. I'm still not sure what's going on with the laptop.
I think he's in the Ukraine saying, if you want to please the big guy. That's what he did. He did a lot of that.
Yeah.
But in the president's defense, you can't really control what your crackhead son does. A crackhead will say anything about anybody to get crack. That's their whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
So if I was a crackhead and my dad was a president, I'm dropping his name.
Of course.
To get crack.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know I'm good for it. My dad's the president.
Yeah, the big guy. Yeah, give me more money so I can buy crack.
Yeah.
But there's stuff about Hunter Biden floating around there. I'm just like, I don't want to see his dong in a hotel room in Vegas.
Now, what if it was two Hunters, one cup? Would you watch that?
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with AI these days, we could make a two Hunters, one cup.
What did he do exactly, Hunter?
What do you mean?
What was he guilty of? Tax evasion and I think a speeding, right?
I don't know. I just know he got pardoned. I don't know what he was pardoned for.
Yeah. But I feel like Biden was constantly saying, like, I'm not going to pardon my son, not going to pardon my son. And then he's like, well, they would do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you?
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I guess it's like it's one of those things where it's like you probably shouldn't have done that, but like I would have too. We all would have. That's my son.
It's my son, damn it.
That's my son you're talking about.
What if Joe Biden was like, went to the press conference? That's my son, and my crackhead son. Yeah, he's got problems, but he's my son.
He's my son.
His son's a crackhead.
He's turning into Jimmy Stewart from It's a Wonderful Life.
Joe Biden's like become Jimmy Stewart. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. The money's not in Hunter's laptop. It's at your house and his house.
He's got to crack into my house, and he probably wants to do it in your house. Well, Hunter, we'll see you soon on probably on the news.
Yeah, we'll be at Hunter. Do you like comedy? We'll be at Mic Drop Mania in Phoenix, Arizona. I get the feeling you've been to Phoenix a few times.
Yeah, of
Come
course.
on down.
Yeah, there's some blonde babes with big augmented breasts that I'm sure you can call up.
In fact, Hunter, we'll put you on the list. Just show up.
Hunter Biden, come to our show.
It'd be funny if we put it.
Show
Just
up.
every show I do from now on, they're like, any comps? Yeah, he might not show up, but Hunter Biden.
Oh, he's already here. Is he? Oh, he's been sitting in the showroom for 2 hours now, arms crossed, front row. Wow. And he's with like 18 women. Oh, wow, really? And they're all very alert. No one's blinked. Oh my God.
They're ready for a good show.
He's got his arms crossed. Like, well, let's see what you got, man. Big man would love this. Big guy? Your dad? I'm sure he's a great hang.
I bet. Yeah, I bet he's a real hoot.
Yeah. My brother, if my brother was a crackhead, would I hang with him like that? I might have to bail him out of jail a lot.
I think it's better if they're not your immediate family. I think a person like that is very fun to hang out with as long as you don't have to worry about them.
Yes. It's fun to like, hey, do you hear the things? Son's a crackhead, and he's also. I don't know what it is. Out of all the substance abuse phrases, crackhead is the funniest.
Of course, yeah.
It's such a classic. It's 80s, 90s crackhead.
Crackhead, yeah. Is there anything even as close?
Junkie.
Junkie almost just feels mean. Crackhead, I think there's something about the K sounds. It's just way more fun.
I think comedians made it funny.
Yeah.
Hey, crackhead. It may sound like it's like a mythical like zombie or something. Yeah. There's also like say pothead. That's no one's a pothead anymore.
No, we're
boomers are doing weed now.
We're
doing weed.
Sommeliers of THC.
Yeah.
So we go to the store and we ask the man about the notes and the terpenes. I'm not a pothead. I have a discerning pot palate.
Yes. What's the timing release on this beautiful little gummy here?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I won't feel my legs and my body will feel tingly.
Oh, and there's notes of tangerine.
How far have we come, dude, when it comes to marijuana and weed?
Pretty far.
Think about that. Think about the days when you were like in high school and some guy showed up with like a Ziploc bag full of God knows what he grew in his basement in a terrarium, and then you just got to trust him. And now it's the Apple Store.
Yeah, it's the Apple Store. I go in, I buy a little cartridge, I carry it around.
Does a guy show up with like an iPad? Like, how can I help you?
Yeah.
Really?
And a lot of them. Well, and usually they're behind a counter. Typically, the way it works is you walk in, you show someone your ID, and then they like buzz you into another room. And then you maybe have to wait in line for a second, but then a bud tender is like, how can I help you today? What are you looking for? And then I say, I'm looking for gummies. And they say, indica, sativa. And they have like, a bunch of questions for you. And I say, whatever's cheapest, man.
Wow. What if you go in there? Can they deny service? They must be able to.
Yeah. If you're gay, they won't let you buy weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, I'm just trying to have a dick suck a good time tonight. What can you get me that'll get me real loose and ready to have some fun? I'm like,
Yeah, they learned from those bakeries that wouldn't make cakes from gay weddings that they can't make you.
Thanksgiving, I had friends over.
Yeah?
It was great. The wife literally went all out.
What did she prepare?
It's just like, I'm not a turkey guy. Mm-hmm. Do you like turkey?
Not really.
Thank you. I knew this is why we're
And in fact, Thanksgiving is the only time I even want a little bit of turkey, and even then I only want a little bit.
It's dry. It sucks.
It's so much work.
It's so much work to prepare. It's fucking huge. It's not good. We've talked about this before. It's not. So we did chicken. We had stuffing. We had salad. We got pies from Little Dom's.
Ooh,
I got some apple pie in there right now.
What kind of pie?
Apple and pumpkin.
Pumpkin, yeah. You gotta
A little bit of whip.
You gotta do the pumpkin.
So good, dude. I had friends from out of town. It was great. The wife went all out.
Mm-hmm. And what was your contribution to Thanksgiving?
Well, here you go.
Your sparkling wit?
I did nothing. The whole dinner was prepared by my wife. She set up the whole thing, outdoor eating, everything. And then she was exhausted. So when she was passed out, what did I do? Absolutely clean the whole house.
Okay. So he's contributing, all right?
Oh, yeah. Cleaned the whole house, every pan, washed everything. Even did my guest who stayed with me for 3 days, did clean their room and the laundry.
Okay.
Did I act like I did more for Thanksgiving than my wife? Yes.
Yes.
Did I remind her that, like, see how clean it is? It's like it never happened.
Wow, look at it. Look at how clean it is in here. Who did that?
Wow. She's like, thank you. Like,
And you,
that's it?
Oh, for cleaning up the huge mess you made? That's all. That's all I get is a brief thank you.
You tore up the whole house with your cooking.
Yeah,
and your
there was chicken
plates.
and seasonings and just a big friggin' mess.
And I did this. I cleaned up your mess.
Yeah, that was what I did. For Thanksgiving, you made a big mess, and I cleaned it up.
We had a great show on Wednesday.
Yeah,
That was fun.
shout out to Totally every Wednesday, Bar Lubitsch.
That was fun. We didn't.
It was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, aka I've heard it referred to as Blackout Wednesday.
Black
You
Guy
heard this?
Wednesdays?
Yeah, Blackout Wednesdays.
Oh, Blackout.
Yeah.
I said Black Guy Wednesdays.
Yeah, it's Black Guy Wednesday.
Which sounds like a bad bar in the middle of nowhere that is catering to like the wrong type of the wrong demographic. Like we got a lot of women here that like men of a certain color. We're gonna have Black Guy Wednesdays. And they're like, do we have to call it Black Guy Wednesdays? Why can't we just call it like, I don't know, hip hop night or Flava night or something? And they're like, no. To the point, Black Guy Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus, some black guys don't like hip hop.
And
We want them coming in too.
Is there a lot of black guys there? No, we have none in the town. Yeah. But we have a lot of overweight white women,
Yeah.
and they're here.
And they're ready.
And they're so ready. They're waiting. Just
They're salivating.
And someone, it's just, God. Thought
Just
it
a guy in a
was.
hoodie.
It's just an Indian guy. You're looking for directions.
But yeah, it was great. People were in a party mood. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that's a national party.
Los Angeles is honestly kind of bumping on the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because none of us have families.
Nuh-uh.
And no one loves us. So the day before Thanksgiving in Los Angeles, it's fucking bumping.
We're having a good time.
Have a good time. Because listen, when you're on the West Coast, flying twice across the country or anywhere really,
It's not feasible.
no. What are you doing for Christmas? You're going home?
I'm going home.
When are you going?
December 23rd.
Oh, so we got to record some episodes
Yeah,
before
we
you
do.
leave. I leave on the 18th, so I won't be there on Wednesday to do our show. Headline Toronto Comedy Bar. And then I go to Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Doing some shows in Boston?
No, her family's there. The wife's family's there, so I gotta go hang out in that. I like Boston, don't get me wrong, but the weather is way worse than Toronto
Okay.
because you're on the Atlantic. So you
What's Toronto, on the lake?
in the lake.
Oh.
So you get precipitation.
You get participation.
You get
trophies, too.
participation. It's a very open socialist country. But the Atlantic, it's so cold, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
You're not built for it.
No, I would never. So I would simply never set foot in Boston.
No, you're a West Coast, Pacific Northwest kind of like, oh, it's raining. You like a nice slick jacket. Mm-hmm. You don't. What's the coldest it gets in Seattle? Like 30?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll get 30. Sometimes you'll get a cold snap and it'll be like 20s for a little
does
while.
it snow at all?
It used to snow like you would get a real snow every other year. You
Right.
get 2 to 3 days of real snow, and now it feels like it's maybe a little bit more frequent, but I don't know.
You guys in the Pacific Northwest, you guys smoke a lot of weed up there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because Vancouver, I used to go up to Vancouver a lot. They love smoking weed up there.
A lot of trees up there. You
A lot
know
of
what
trees.
I'm saying,
Well,
buddy?
I think it's a darkness. It's a sadness. I think
Could be.
I think you need a little uppity.
Could be, yeah. Well, because it's the daylight. You're far enough north because I think Toronto is actually further south than Seattle.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't in the winter. Very limited daylight, and it'll wear you down.
The most northern professional sports team is Minnesota, and then it's Seattle, and then it's Toronto. I think because it goes up like that, and Seattle's more like here.
Okay.
For basketball, sorry.
Yeah.
And then no, wait, you don't have a basketball team.
Well,
Baseball. I was thinking
Yeah.
baseball. The most northern baseball town is, I think it's Seattle or Minnesota.
Anyways.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like burnt out lately.
The Thanksgiving weekend will do that to you.
Yeah, I feel a little burnt out.
You feeling? Did you feast? Are you a sensible eater on Thanksgiving, or did you feast?
I think I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah.
What do I do?
What do you do? Run a couple 10Ks.
We can
buddy.
run. We can run together. I don't know. I'm not 5 pounds is not a big deal.
No.
Should I get on Ozempic?
I mean, I think maybe we all should.
Oh, man, I think we're all going to be on Ozempic now. I think Hims does Ozempic.
Yeah.
Do they really?
I think so. Yeah. Not like a generic, but yeah.
I think one day we're all going to...
I think in 50 years there won't be obese people because it'll be in the drinking water.
They'll be in the water like fluoride.
Yeah.
We're going to have decent teeth.
They're going to take the fluoride out of the water. We're going to put
Ozempic in the water. And then we're all going to be thin and we'll have saggy
with
faces.
teeth rotting out of our mouths.
Yeah. I'm all for it. RFK, make it happen.
Just don't fuck with my diet, with my Coke Zero, buddy.
RFK wants to get rid of Coke. I think he wants
to put cane sugar in Coke, which I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with that. I
don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to find out that Coke, the corporation, is more powerful than the Department of Health and Social Services or whatever. But
yeah, did you see the new guy, like the Kash Patel?
Kash Patel,
man,
that was when I thought about trying to take his blue sky, and then I thought I don't want that.
Kash Patel. There's no way he's going to get confirmed, but man, this guy.
I didn't look into it too much.
He is hard to see eye to eye with because they're crossed.
Is he cross-eyed?
He looks like he's he's probably going to get us deplatformed just for this comment.
Yeah.
But
I always supported you, Mr. Patel.
Loved you. Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Loved you, Cashy. Yeah, Cash. Just break it all down. Drain the swamp. Get rid of everybody.
Swamp.
Get rid of the FBI. Get rid of the CIA.
Put the Department of Education in jail.
Put them all in jail.
Federal prison.
Oh, you have a unified education system across the board? Math, science, arithmetic? Get rid of it.
Lock them up.
Lock up teachers.
And anyone who's trying to pasteurize milk. Put them all in jail.
This new administration, I know. You know what we should do? Arrest teachers.
Arrest teachers. Yeah,
Arrest them.
Don't give them guns. Give them handcuffs on their wrists.
Yes, every teacher should be escorted out of the school, and every class should be taught by an officer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Cops. More cops in the classroom, specifically teaching the classes.
And I want every class. If you want to avoid having gun violence in schools, this is what you do. You treat it like an airplane, okay? You know how they have an air marshal? They need like a class marshal.
Ooh, I love this
You
idea.
have a guy who's disguised as a student.
And he's got a gun.
And he's got a gun. And that guy, he's 38 years old. And this class is full of teenagers.
But we'll teach him all the slang. He's going to go in there talking about Riz and boots and mogging and all of that stuff.
Yes, and he's going to blend right in and no one will be the wiser.
And they'll be like, aren't you a 38-year-old man? And he'll go,
bet. What is that?
You don't know about that?
No, what's
You don't
that?
know about mewing?
Oh, mewing.
That's what the kids are doing. They're like,
oh, yeah. Everyone likes to mew now.
yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it like a thing where like you chew on a ball and you get...
Oh, I just listened to a long podcast. They call it jaw maxing.
Jaw maxing.
There's a guy, mewing is named after this guy who basically he was like an orthodontist who thought that you could actually, without like physical intervention, like fix your jaw through like breathing techniques and mouth exercises.
Yeah, I think the theory is that we eat too many soft foods.
Yeah, that was part of it.
And as carnivores, we need to rip and cut and flesh and use our incisors and kind of like exercise our jaw. So to make up for that lack of carnivore-esque kind of like chewing, we have to mew. So constantly getting your jaw.
Tongue on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
You breathe out of your nose. Part of me, I do think that I would probably be better off if I stopped breathing through my mouth so much, but I don't know if that's true.
You're a mouth breathing
I'm
goon.
a fucking mouth breather, dude. I'm not proud of it, but I'll catch myself.
Do you snore really badly?
I don't.
You don't snore at all, but you're a mouth breather?
I snore if I fall asleep on my back. I will snore.
That's
but,
everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I snore so bad.
You're gonna have to get a CPAP, my man. You got apnea?
But on my side I'm fine. Get on my back, I'm a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I'm an absolute. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I broke my nose as a kid. That's why. So I have a deviated septum. So one of these nostrils doesn't breathe well.
Let's check it out real quick. They'll love to hear that.
Yeah. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, teachers and arrest.
Yeah, teachers need to have guns. Or no. Sorry, the teachers, don't give the teachers guns because we're going to come and arrest them soon. So do not give them guns. But we will have marshals in the class to make sure the kids are behaving for officer teachers.
Yes.
Who will teach them the things they need to know.
Yeah, so the teacher will be a cop, and the cop will just be like, he just needs to regale them with stories of crime and of the streets.
They'll be like, let me tell you what really happened at Ferguson.
You guys want to know
Stuff
what
like
real
that.
life is like? I'll only tell you about this crackhead who I fought on an alleyway while I was chasing a perp. I was like, wow, okay, when are we going to learn about American history? This is history. This happened 3 weeks ago.
This happened 3 weeks ago in this town. We live in America.
But Kash Patel, I don't think he'll get confirmed. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Hard to say. Yeah, I hope none of. So far, I don't think he's picked anyone who I think will get confirmed. But what do I know?
You know what it is? I think the president-elect is smart in that he gets all these guys to like campaign for him, lobby for him. And he goes, I'm going to make sure you get a seat. And he's kind of like makes them lame ducks in that I tried to get you in.
I nominated you. It's not my fault you said all that crazy stuff on the internet. Hey, guess what, buddy? You would have been the attorney general if you didn't insist on fucking teenagers.
There you go. Okay, Matt Gaetz. I know you. I'm sorry you're frowning. I can't tell because of all the Botox in your head. But I tried.
We tried.
We put you out in front, and everyone said, no, he's creepy as hell.
Truly, everyone said, ugh, not that guy.
No. It must be tough being Matt Gaetz because, number one, you're a creepy individual who looks like a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
But you gave up everything. You're like, okay, I'm going to go all MAGA, baby. And then you try to get confirmed, and all your peers are like, no, we don't like him.
Yeah.
He's creepy.
Even we have to say no.
No. Yes.
That guy sucks.
Dude, I don't care who you are. You could be the most right guy. There's no way you look at that guy and go, yeah, that's my kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. His eyebrows are literally touching his hairline. He hates drag queens, but he's kind of halfway there.
He's doing lots of gender affirming care for himself.
Botox in a guy, hey, whatever, do whatever you want, but
talks the hell out of your bow for all I care.
Yeah, needle up your head, man. I don't care,
but don't also position yourself as like a masculine. Like, right, well, I'm the real man. We're the real men in the room. Has anyone seen my concealer?
Yeah, no, right? I like a real man. The guy, like a kind of guy wears bronzer and a wig. So the hypocrisy is so insane with politicians. Just so crazy. But anywho.
Do you want to update on the quarters? Remember last week I told you about I found a quarter.
That was fun, yeah.
With the lady. I found out, dude, they've been making 21 to 2025. They're going to make a bunch of quarters with freaking chicks on them.
Who?
They don't call it that. You know, the U.S. Mint.
Yeah.
But
which women are going to be on the quarters?
Maya Angelou. Apparently, they've been doing this since 2022. So this is the first time. Somehow Celia Cruz was the first one that ended up in my pocket. But there's a Maya Angelou. There's a Sally Ride. There's a woman named Wilma Mankiller.
Really?
There's a woman named Wilma Mankiller on some of our quarters.
Is that true?
This is true.
What is she famous for?
She was a Native American activist, social worker, community developer, and the first woman elected to serve as principal chief of the Cherokee Nation.
She's a man killer. This day and age. Oh, I was doing the Full House theme song. What is it? She's a man killer.
Man killer.
And then I slowly got to Full House.
In
She's
this
a
day
man
and age.
killer in this day and age.
But apparently, because I looked it up, I was like, man killer. It's the name is from whatever tribe her dad was in. It was a translation of a word in their language that is essentially like a military rank. So it's like being named Wilma Sergeant or Wilma
I see.
Captain or something.
Still a fucking
Still fucking sick name.
Badass name.
And also just imagine how confused you would be if one day you reach into your pocket and you pull out a quarter and it says Wilma Man Killer. I'd be like, this is a fake quarter. Someone gave me a fake quarter.
Yeah.
But hey, it's real.
Listen, I'm all for women being on our money. No problem. Absolutely. Get female leaders, get inventors, get activists, get entertainers. Is there any woman you'd love to see on the money? You're like, hey, that'd be kind of nice.
Well, you have to be dead to be on money. I think that's important.
No, do you?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm thinking of postage stamps, but I do think it applies.
Well, let's just say it doesn't apply.
Is Maya Angelou still alive?
No.
No, Maya Angelou's dead.
Obviously,
What woman would I want to see on the?
Obviously, you want to see women that have contributed to the American society. They've been in community work, activism, suffrage sort of activism.
But you know what else would be great?
Who?
2 girls, 1 quarter.
2 girls, 1 quarter.
Put them on the quarter.
That'd be kind of nice.
They made the impact they made on society and culture is undeniable.
They did shape men forever after that.
Yeah.
People really.
No one was ever the same after seeing what they were up to.
I saw that and I was like, man. And I thought I was weird. I think I'm okay. Yeah. You know who should be on the quarter? Someone who really contributed a lot to I think Pam Anderson should be on the quarter.
Sure.
She's Canadian. But who cares?
Never mind. Take her off.
No
Canadians on my damn quarters.
No, it's fine. Mm-mm. She's made an oath never to wear makeup again.
Good for her.
Good for her. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, but they're gonna do women on the quarters until 2025. But my question for you is, after that, what do we start putting on quarters?
Oh, interesting. So now that we have a women on the quarters, of course we've always had guys on the quarters.
Was a guy on a quarter? Yeah.
So who's next to be in the quarter? A group, a marginalized group, or any kind of group?
Ooh, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe it doesn't even have to be a person. You know, it used to be for a while. It was states. It doesn't have to be people.
Oh, interesting. I think we should just put something that's very American, something that would really kind of symbolize what we embody in this country.
I think we're on the same page. Let's say it at the same time on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sandwiches.
Guns. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Yeah. Maybe just show a nice
a Glock and a tuna.
A Glock and a tuna. Maybe a burger. Maybe show a Junior Whopper with cheese and a grenade.
Honestly, I would want one of those quarters really bad.
Show a Big Mac and an AK-47.
Oh yeah.
How about like a Whopper and I don't know, a Tommy gun?
Yes. These are the kind of quarters I can really get behind. Listen, I'm thrilled for the ladies on these quarters. I'm gonna collect them all. But if you put a tuna melt and an AR-15 on a coin, on a quarter, I'm not using that for laundry. I'm framing that in my home.
Imagine being a tourist. You come to America and like, can I take some cash out, please? And give me some change for when I go by a wishing well, or maybe I see a person who is unhoused. I can give him some money. And then you look at the corner and you just see like a nuclear weapon. And then on the other side, you just see a sloppy Joe. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, man.
really-
Floppy Joes are so good. Also, where was that person from?
Doesn't matter. Listen, I have an accent. You know how they have like transatlantic accent for like movies back in the 40s? They're like, hey there, kid, why don't you get out of here and get yourself a haircut and a shoe shine? I have foreign guy accent.
Yeah.
And you can't pinpoint where it's from.
No.
All you know is that it's east of Greece.
East of Greece.
It could be anything.
Could be anything.
It could be Eastern European. Not east of Greece. It's east. It's east of Portugal. It could be Italian.
All you know is it's fine that he's doing it.
Yeah.
All you need to know.
This foreign guy accent I have is east of Portugal. It could be Greek. It could be Syrian. It could be Middle Eastern. It could be Russian. It could be anything. It's just I do. Hey,
Could be Dutch.
Excuse me, huh?
We don't know.
Excuse me, where is the subway, huh?
Where is this boy?
You don't.
That was good. Whatever you were doing there was good.
I do it for everything. I do it for my dad who's Italian. I'll do it for like a Middle Eastern guy. I've done it. And no one ever asks, like, excuse me, what exact region is that from? Like,
You sound so much like my grandfather.
Hey, why don't you shut up, huh? Get the.
but anyway, back to the quarters. You want to really send a message to the rest of the world? When you come to our country and you use our money, boom. That's what's on the quarter.
We got the nukes.
Hey, excuse me, what's it with this money? Is this real money or?
We got the nukes and we got the meats. Big beef and cheddar on one side, missile silo on the other.
And let's just say, but what about women who have contributed to American society? When do they get their chance? How about you combine them all? Maya Angelou holding a gun, eating a burger.
Oh my God. Now that's a quarter.
And the other side, you have like, I don't know, just, I don't know, the stars, like a flag or something.
Sure, yeah, whatever, yeah.
I don't know. I think we're onto something.
I think we are. And I think if there's any president who's going to listen to this suggestion.
Who is it going to be? What president would ever listen to this and not see the sarcasm or the satire in this and take it literally for an actual idea? What president in our lifetime would ever consider that? Not one that's recently elected, that's for sure.
Couldn't be him. Couldn't be. No.
No.
We're going to have to get this request in soon before Joseph Robinette Biden leaves office.
Don Jr., if you're watching, send this to your dad.
Please.
Say, hey, these two cucks are onto something.
These little, yeah. They've got some great ideas about what to do in schools.
These
as
two
well.
dong-sucking liberals are onto something. These blue state queers.
Listen, they love to peg.
And I'm okay with it.
But don't let that stop you from listening to their ideas about guns, quarters, sandwiches, and famous women.
These guys got a great idea for our money. I want to see a woman with huge augmented breasts just firing a gun into an abandoned building.
Into a giant pizza. If there's ever a chance for us to become the head of the mint or the treasury, it's in the next 4 years.
Listen, Donald Trump, I'm a proud American. He's a proud American. I love this country. And I would love to show my pride in the money. Hire us.
Hire us.
You clearly don't need credentials for your cabinet. Get us in the mint.
Come on.
Get us in the mint.
Get us in the mint.
Please.
You need us in the mint. If there was ever, man, we should all spend the next 3 years trying
You
to
don't
get
want
a
someone
job
super old.
in the cabinet.
They don't get it. You want us. We know who should be on the money.
Us. We know what the kids are into. They love Twitch streams, Riz,
Yeah.
Costco guys. We speak the language.
Yeah. I know. We know what's in the money. So hire us. Okay. And we're diverse. We're a DEI hire.
Yeah, if you hire both of us.
It has to be both.
Yeah.
I'm half Hispanic, and he's He's a slob. And that covers a lot of America.
That's covering a lot of bases there.
Okay. We should work for the mint.
We should.
Honestly, you know what's funny about this president is that everyone he hires, it really makes you believe I could work.
It could be anybody.
I think I could like be the I could be a Supreme Court judge.
I could be the director, the chairman of
Transportation.
That's
you could.
Yeah, I could. I don't see why not. I've driven a car.
You've driven a car?
I've driven a car. I've rode a bike. I ride the bus sometimes.
You rollerblades?
I rollerbladed.
The Minister of Transportation, Donald J. Trump, right here. Minister of Transportation. Pete Buttigieg, get out of here.
I'll kick him out personally, dog.
Gay bar's over there,
That's
Petey.
my promise to you, Donald.
Get
if you
outta here.
name me chairman of the Department of Transportation, I will personally pick him up by the shirt collar and kick him in the butt out the door.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He could kick our ass with one hand. Sure. He's an American hero, and he's done a lot for this country. Yes.
But he's in our way.
Much like a slow poke in the fast lane. Get out, Pete.
Get out, Pete.
He should be the Minister of Transportation. Donald J. Trump, please. Mr.
Honk,
President.
honk, here I come to run Pete off the road.
He's ridden a bike. He's thought about a motorcycle.
I've thought about it. I used to ride a motor scooter.
Close enough.
Honda Elite 80.
It's like if Harley had a gay son.
Come on.
He's been on rollerblades. Who could say that?
Nobody. In your cabinet?
Pete.
Actually, I would love to know how many.
Pete could say that.
Pete could probably say that.
Pete probably still rollerblades.
I would love to know how many current sitting senators have ever rollerbladed. There's 100 current senators. How many? What's your over/under on the number?
Where's that question in the debates?
Sir, answer the question. Have you or have you not ever booted a fruited a boot?
Hey, Mrs. Pelosi, have you ever been on rollerblades before? You haven't. Okay, cool. Well, I kind of need that for my future senator. Right? So you can do all your inside trading and all your little shifty deals all you want. But if you're not getting from point A to point B on some sweet, sweet fruit boots, I'm sorry, you can't be my senator. She's 92 years old.
Who is?
Nancy Pelosi.
She's 92?
Yeah.
What the?
I think she's 92 years old.
Sick. I'm so glad that everyone running the government
what is it with old people love being in charge? Why? Relax.
Yeah, you could have retired such a long time ago.
There's so many old people in Washington and who are running this country. You're not even going to be here in 10 years, and you're going to dictate our future forever?
Yeah, you get to make decisions about climate change.
Imagine somebody at your dinner table goes like this. Hey, you mind if I order for the table? And by the way, I got to go.
Like I'm leaving any minute now.
So you're going to get the chicken. You're going to get the fish. I don't care if you're allergic. You're going to get the steak. I don't care if you're broke. And we're going to get a bunch of champagne and wine. And I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Why?
It's downright fucked up.
You know what's crazy? That someone who's dictating our lives
doesn't know how to use a TiVo.
Doesn't know how to use a TiVo and has shat their pants. Yeah. There's no way Mitch McConnell is not shitting his pants.
We're not judging people for that now, are we?
Well, no. But shitting your pants in a suit?
It's pretty normal.
But imagine this.
It's pretty normal to shit your pants like once every week, right?
No.
Everybody does that like once a week, right?
I guess you're right.
Yeah, but that's another. How many of them have rollerbladed? How many of them are wearing diapers on the Senate floor?
You know what's crazy? That there's people.
I'm going to say 8 at least.
There's people that run this country that have literally shat themselves in a suit. Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
We got to run.
I think that's the only answer is we have to run.
But I'd only run with you.
Okay.
Can a senator have a vice senator? Do I have to be an American? No, I don't. Because
not to be a senator.
Because Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. I was like, hey, I want to run for governor of California, but I got to do it with a buddy.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a lot of work for one person.
We have a podcast for a while, and I don't want to ditch him.
Yeah, we're kind of a 2-part deal. And
what time are we at?
But imagine how good the podcast would be if we were the mayor or the governor.
I think we've covered a lot of bases here. Mm-hmm. I think we've covered a lot. What we need to cover is some bits.
Got any bits, baby? Any bits?
Do I have any bits?
This podcast has been going for like an hour and a half.
What's been going for an hour? We haven't been doing the podcast for an hour.
No, this one. I think we're at an hour. Sorry, I thought I saw more.
Let's see. I had a new one. What was it that I wanted? This is just a kind of a start, but I guess I have two. First one is that my friend, someone I know, said that they read somewhere that most kids these days want to be YouTubers or influencers.
Right.
And they said most kids want to be YouTubers. Isn't that sad? They all want to be YouTubers or influencers. Isn't that sad? Mm-hmm. And I said, didn't you apply to be on The Real World 4 times?
Right.
Didn't you apply when you were 26 and lie about being 25? Isn't that sad?
That's way sadder.
And yeah, so that's kind of all I have right now. But just the idea that like what kids want is stupid. That's part of being a kid. I wanted bad vision so I could wear glasses. Like don't blame the internet for kids wanting dumb things.
Right. Just trying to think, what would be the turn here? Yeah. He can be. So, isn't it sad people want to be YouTubers? What did you say? He applied for The Real World?
Yeah, you were applied to be on The Real World 4 times.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that you'd be like, you're not even good at this world. You want to go to the real world? Like, well, you got to master this world first before you go to another world.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Or like, yeah, you want to find out what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real? You cried when I don't know. You cried when I told you your hair looked bad. Something though, you know?
There, yeah. It's such an LA thing to have friends that have applied for reality TV. Mm-hmm. No one else in the country has these problems. You know what I mean? Like, no one, like, people in the Midwest aren't being like, oh, it's my friend Jerry. He's tried to get on The Real World 4 times and tried to be The Bachelor twice.
Yeah, no one in Ohio knows anyone who's been on like 6 game shows.
Yeah. You know, we live in such a weird world.
Yeah, it's truly strange.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. He's a working man. Really? Well, he plays one on TV. That's about it. He's never worked a day in his life. Anything else?
The other one is I have all of my grandparents are or were old white people, so genetically I am Republican, and so I do have to sort of fight that sometimes.
Right.
And the times I feel the most Republican is when I see bad art. Like one time I went to like an artsy comedy show and someone got pegged on stage, literally pegged on stage.
Is that true?
Yeah. And I thought, we should stop funding arts programs. We should give that money to the police so that they can come here and stop this.
Maybe the only thing with this, I love the whole thing. Mm-hmm. The only thing is that when you say the pegging on stage, I think people are going to, it might take people's attention away. They're like,
yeah.
What? So maybe you need to say something else.
Yeah.
Maybe what you do instead of saying that, maybe say like, I went to a contemporary art museum. Mm-hmm. And the moment I was like, and they're like, no, we got to defund. Yeah. You know, you see, you get a contemporary art and you see like, oh, this is an exhibit. It's just like a ladder with like a fucking bucket.
Yeah. That's maybe that's better.
Because if you get too inside baseball with like being from LA, I feel like being in the arts, I could be like, oh, I can guess it's kind of a sex kind of weird show. But anyone who's like lives a normal life, like, what?
Really?
It's a sex show? What is he talking about? Defund? Is that legal? You know what I mean? Their mind starts to go. You don't want to take you want something they can grasp.
They
like
can conceptualize and agree is bad.
I think it's contemporary art, right? Or something like that.
But I don't know if that's specific enough. It would have to be, I saw something at a contemporary art show that was bad, but I can think about that.
Wait, what about that? What was that thing with the banana being taped to the wall? The comedian, that thing went for $6 million.
Oh yeah.
Did that thing rot? I don't know. It's a real banana. But maybe instead of like, maybe you describe a show that's like kind of like ridiculous, but doesn't have to be like the pegging thing.
Yeah.
Maybe like I went to go see a friend's show, and it was I don't know, puppets doing whatever, and like we really got to fund it. You know
yeah. So I have seen puppets do improv.
There we go.
Yeah,
there it is. That's real. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Puppeteers doing improv?
I went to like a comedy variety show, and there was one act that was puppet improv, and I thought,
Don't even just say like I went to a show and they were doing and there was puppets doing improv. I was like, we really got to defund the arts. Yeah. If I see a guy who says, hey, I'm a professional. He has a suitcase. I hope there's not a doll in there. I want to be like, hopefully you're just assembling a gun or some sort of tool or something.
I would rather, if you come to the show and you have a big case, I would rather there's a machine gun than a dummy.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, want to meet Franklin? Or my dog.
Is that what you call your gun?
That's funny. I think the show has to be
Pegging's too much.
I think improv, because you think sexual, people are like, what does that mean? But if you say I went to a show and there were puppets doing improv, I'm like, dude, I can't think of a worse show to watch than puppets doing improv, because bad improv sucks, but not puppets.
Yeah.
Marionettes, at least that's like somewhat impressive.
No, I don't think they were.
It'd be funny if I saw shadow puppets doing improv. It's crazy.
That is
shadow puppets.
That is shadow puppets. Okay, hold on. My girlfriend sent me this message that someone sent to her asking her, like, kind of recommending a show. This is deep enough in the podcast. Nobody needs to. Mm-hmm. Maybe I shouldn't. Whatever. This person will never see it. But she just forwarded me this photo of someone inviting her to a show, and it said, wanted to reach out. It's a clown/puppet variety show underscored by a 10-person improv funk band.
Oh God. Just go up there and tell a joke. Fuck me. I'm getting old, man. You're right. It brings a boomer out of you. You see someone like, oh, I'm part of a funk band improv troupe. Like, get a job. What's wrong with you? Funk band improv comedy duo group? Oh, did you see Jeselnik's last special?
I watched part of it last night, but I didn't see
I just love his whole demeanor. I love it. I love him on podcasts talking about comedy.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like us in a way where he's just like, I'm not going to bow down to like some sort of political side. At the same time, I can still say, you guys are acting kind of dumb and gay, being all like, I do like ice baths, and like, stop pretending. Anyway,
you got any bits?
Yeah. I'm trying to work on this one. Do you know what? I realize. Do you know what the age of consent is in the state of California?
I think it's 18.
Okay. Here's the thing I learned: if someone, I had a friend ask me, "What's the age of consent in the state of California?" And I realized something. When you ask that question, that's something you Google alone.
Yeah.
You can't randomly ask people, "Hey, what's the age of consent in this town?" Because my first thought was, "Why? What did you do?"
Yeah.
Do you also want to know where the closest high school is? Yeah. It's a huge red flag. Also, if you know the age of consent, give it a beat. Don't say it too fast. If someone goes, "Do you know what the age of consent?" 18. I also know other states as well. Like, whoa. Who told you that? A cop? So that's something I'm working on.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, if you know the age of consent, give it a second.
Yeah, in fact, just don't know. Just don't learn them.
Play dumb.
Yeah.
Play dumb. I know the age of consent in California is 18 because I looked it up. But if someone asked me what the age of consent is, I would pretend I don't know. Because if I know too quick, you look so guilty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Definitely don't memorize them.
If you know more than one state,
that's a red flag.
If you know more than one state's legal consent age, that's a red flag. Mm-hmm. If you could name them like presidents, just being like Alabama, 16. Mississippi, 15.
Yeah, like you came up with a little song, like the state capitol song, but for ages
something like that. So that's something I'm working on. Okay. I think it's kind of funny. I think the front end of the joke should be. A friend of mine asked me, if you guys don't know that the age of consent is 18 in the state of California. My friend asked me, what's the age of consent in the state of California? I know the answer, but when you say the answer, you gotta give it a beat. You can't be too quick. Yeah. You can't be like 18. It's like
18 or 16 with a parent's permission.
18. Matt Gaetz, he can actually answer that question before you even asked her. You're like, do you know 18?
He'll tell you. Yeah.
Florida 17. Do you know what time it is?
Time for me to find a 17-year-old.
But somehow I'm trying to figure out, like, I think the joke should definitely, the beats are like, if a friend asked me what's the age of consent, and I realized something like that's something you Google alone with a VPN in a library. Yeah. You can't randomly ask people that in public because the first thought is, why? What did you do? Why? You want to know what the high school is? Know? I know the answer is 18, but I gave it a second. I think it's 18. If you look at a guy, then it's 18. That's not good.
Trust me.
Trust me, bro. It's 18.
It's 18.
It's 18. I learned that from a police officer and a dad. Who taught you that? Someone's father?
If you say trust me, it's 18. I don't trust you.
Oh yeah. There we go. There's a line. If you say trust me, it's 18. If you say 18, if you say too quick, that's a red flag. If you say trust me and then the age, that's really bad. Trust me, it's 18. Trust me. It's 18, bro. So bad.
Learn from my mistakes. It's 18.
Learn the hard way. It's 18. All right, so I'm someone working on.
Yeah,
I think it's there. I'll do it on Wednesday.
Yeah, do it on Wednesday.
I think it's there. The one with your dad, my son-in-law, AAA.
Yeah.
You forgot about that tag. You gave me that tag. I forgot about where it's like, what do you do if it takes 3 or 4 hours to get there? Well, I'll call Uber Eats, and then when he gets off my food, I'll be like, can you also change my tire? Also about a line, it's like, do you know where the jack is? I go, what are we doing, 70s slang? No, sucker, where is it? Jack what?
Sucker.
No, sucker. I don't know. I thought I was going to find like 70s slang. Jack. What's up, Jack?
Something about... what about the lug nuts? I'm not falling for that.
Lug nuts,
D's nuts. Come on.
Yeah, you know the jack, lug nuts. What are you coming on to me, sir? I'll jack your nuts. Okay. So there's just an idea. I don't know where it's going, but I got some Uber Eats recently, and shout out to Uber Eats. I mean, really is a sign that society's doing okay. Is that we have Uber Eats, in that. We live a life of privilege if you can actually use Uber Eats in North America. Because you telling me there's a guy who literally will rush through traffic delivering my food like it's a donor organ to a hospital? It can't be. Society can't be that bad. Mm-hmm. Some guy literally is like, and I thought about. I saw this guy drop off my Uber Eats, and I looked at him through the Ring camera. And he just looked really pissed off. And I was like, oh, he looks pissed. I'm like, yeah, of course he's pissed. He dropped off 4 egg rolls to a sad man.
He had to smell them for half an hour.
Yeah, he literally just dropped the bag and took the photo. And like for the app. And he looked really pissed. And he just went like this. I'm like, what I expect him to be like. Anyway, something there.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like cutting through traffic, delivering my food. Like
that's funny.
Like a donor organ. Or
I saw a guy in a Cybertruck deliver a DoorDash order. The other
Really?
day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a treat.
Isn't that kind of fun?
It was really funny, honestly, because I was like, this fucking Cybertruck. And then a guy gets out, puts on a cowboy hat, and takes an Uber Eats order and gives it to somebody.
No. Yeah. I thought about this for Uber Eats. You ever have like sometimes I'm like an insecure guy when it comes to like my life and finances and stuff like that. I always think I'm not doing too well, even among strangers. Like one time I had to go pick up some Thai food at this place, and I went to get a pickup order, and all the Uber Eats guys were just hanging out waiting for their orders to go. And I picked up mine, and then I was like, "It's for me." Taking this home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do this.
But thank you for your service.
And they're all like,
yeah, sure, buddy. I used to say that too many years ago. Oh, you can take it home, and then you drop it off.
I don't know. Something there about like, it's for me.
Yeah.
No, anything else? Do I have anything else?
Funny.
I think, that line I did about my father-in-law's an old school guy, very traditional. At one point, he asked me, he's like, "Are you gonna take care of my daughter, protect my daughter?" And I'm such a city guy. I was like, "Yeah, getting a Ring camera."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, protect her." Like, all right, well, I guess we'll buy a gun and tell her to use it. I don't know. Do I buy her a gun and just tell her to use it? I don't know. And then he's like, no, I want you to take care of her. And then the line is like, "Sir, she's an inch taller and makes more money. She should be taking care of me." And she does.
She does.
She lets me.
Yeah. No, are you going to protect her? I hear you. I'm going to get a gun and she'll learn how to use it.
There we go. Get a gun and she'll learn how to use it. I'll get a gun and then she'll learn how to use it. I'll get a gun and I'll remember that.
Yeah.
170. It's our longest pod so far.
Longest yet.
Wow. And we covered all the bases. We called out cabinet members. We
picked new quarters.
Picked new quarters.
We got a bit or two.
We talked about running. I was in a bit of a funk in the beginning of the episode. It's been kind of run down a little bit, but I picked it back up.
Yeah.
I feel like it really came
You
home.
hit a second wind there.
Yeah, I did. Did you notice the drop off in the energy?
A little, yeah. You seem, I said, "Hey, get on my back."
And I was like, can't wait. Where are we going, man? Like, we're going to Fun Town. Get on my back. We're going to Fun Town. Does anyone ever ask you, like, hey, do you, what's that question they say? Oh, yeah. It's like, do you like to party? That's like an old school 80s. Do you like to party? Which is such a presumptive thing about cocaine. I thought about it for a bit for that. Like, do you like to party? Yeah. I mean, why? Whose birthday is it or something? I don't know. Do you like to party? Like, I honestly,
I've pinned a tail on a donkey or two before.
I actually really do. Do we have like skee ball? Do we have like cornhole?
Oh, I got a ball, an 8-ball.
And on a white ball and some other colored balls, let's play some game. Pool?
Yeah,
no,
you
idiot.
play pool?
I got an 8-ball with your name on it. Sweet. Let's get a cue ball and some other balls. Let's play. Like, no, you idiot. I'm trying to sell you drugs.
That's funny. Get a few balls, some other balls.
Like, I'm so naive. It's like so hard for me for anyone ever to pitch drugs to me. That'd be kind of funny. I'm such a naive guy. Someone's like, "Hey, you like to party?" Of course. Who doesn't like to party? Get some friends, some drinks, maybe some pizza. Let's party. Like, no, I got an 8-ball for you. I hope you got a cue ball and a bunch of other balls because I'd love to play some pool.
No, I'm saying let's go skiing. Buddy, I'm in my jeans.
Cross country maybe, but not downhill. No. Do you like the powder? Well, talcum, baby. I don't usually use it, but I can see why. Chafing is a big problem with tight jeans. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Great time.
Thanks for being part of this episode of Roll Hell Yeah. We'll talk to you soon. Episode free every single week. Come to a live show. Hang out. Subscribe to the pod. All that jazz. Talk to you soon. Later.
Bye-bye.